Hey guys, this is Crypto Spook and the terminally ill,
Moriarty.
and today we're bringing you a game called Wacky Wings, which is a game about flying a plane with either your head or your hands, and it's kind of difficult.
So it's a difficult flying game.
Yes, it's also a little confusing. The controls for it seem to be slightly off, but it turns out that I had just changed them to Xbox controls for some reason, which made no sense.
Okay, so wait, I'm sorry. You made the change which made the game worse.
I made the change unintentionally, that is correct.
The key point here is that the developers made a perfect game and then you ruined it.
I intentionally destroyed it, yes, if that's what you're saying.
Okay, good. I just needed to understand.
So the controls are yaw, tilt, pitch, and roll, and you must collect fuel as you fly your plane. There's a couple different viewpoints that you can go from. You can either fly as you would in the cockpit of the plane, in which case you see the propeller spinning right in front of your face, or you can fly behind the plane, which I found to be the easiest to use, because otherwise you just can't really tell what's going on.
I think this would be great in that first-person view, though.
It's super fast. Like, I'm sure this doesn't seem particularly quick, but it is incredibly...
No, it really does seem very quick for VR. I mean, that kind of movement speed in VR is really, really rare. Most VR experiences are super, super slow. So this looks really quick, and I feel like this might be my favorite game ever if I were able to fly it. I need to play this game.
Oh, well... you should definitely give it a shot then. I found myself enjoying it once I got the hang of the controls, which will probably take you about 5 or 6 aerial catastrophes wherein you kill yourself before you figure out how to actually fly the plane.
Oh, this looks so awesome!
It is quite neat, and the graphics aren't bad. They're kind of bubbly and cute, and I mean, it's just all around fun, and your guy decides to do a barrel roll every time you pick up some gasoline, which apparently they only give you about 3 ounces of fuel per fuel up. They're talking about the future there, saying gas is so expensive you can only buy 3 ounces at a time while flying a plane.
Oh, that's cool.
This is probably the most fun I had today playing VR. So as you level up, you unlock new planes, and you can even get helicopters, and I assume all sorts of other crazy stuff, but they're all blanked out, so I couldn't actually see what they were.
The menu that you see here, it kind of reminds me of Disney's mobile game, Where's the Water?
Yeah, you're totally right. Where's my water? Where you're the alligator who, for some reason, wants to take a shower.
Yeah, because he's a clean sewer gator.
Clean sewer gator. I'm not sure that those words actually should go together. But so yeah, the control scheme itself is super duper sensitive, but very forgiving at the same time. I feel like maybe I'm playing in a mode here where they're guiding me, because I feel like there's no way I'm doing as good as I am. With how fast I'm flying through these levels, I'm like, man, I can't believe I haven't crashed into everything, and I'm just getting nothing but platinums. And I felt that way for probably a good 5-10 minutes until I decided to switch levels and went to a much harder level, and then I was like, oh no, I'm still garbage. That was just an easy level.
Are all of the levels this kind of move side to side, or is there up and down?
You can move up and down in this level, and in fact, the further you go in the game, I assume the different levels you unlock will have more movement required from going up and down. If you'll notice, all the fuel and coins here are all kind of basically on the same level.
Yeah, everything seems to be really close to the same level. You just kind of move left and right and try not to hit a tree. But I could see this being really cool if you have even more.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely varies greatly. As you get to the ice level, and you have to get a lot more movement out of your plane.
Oh, it all looks the same.
It does look the same, but everything's white because it's ice.
It does. This looks really hard.
It is pretty hard, as a matter of fact. Also, this looks kind of strange, but it was actually very pretty in VR.
This looks like so much fun.
Like I said, this was easily the best game I played today in VR, and it's probably one of the better cheap VR games that I've seen. And it's also something I haven't done so far. The use of the space you're in is not particularly effective, as you're kind of just standing there at the back of your space, so you can survey your airplane. You're just watching yourself fly. I don't think I would particularly want to spend a lot of time in the first-person view, because it just gets way too stressful.
I'm excited to play this game. This looks fantastic.
It was not a bad game, I'll give it that.
You know how we were talking about superpowers?
You're saying that this feels like flight to you?
Feels like flight.
I didn't particularly get that feeling, but perhaps that's because I was so far at the back of the VR experience that I was just watching this plane fly, and I felt like I was being perhaps Toad behind it or a passenger.
First person mode, bro.
When I did go into first person mode at the very beginning of the game, which is the only time I did go into first person mode, was when I did not know how to fly the plane particularly well, so maybe I would enjoy it better now that I know how to handle the vehicle.
Now, how loud is this? Because it sounds like it's really loud.
It's really loud. Like, it's brutally loud. I don't remember seeing any audio options in the game. And another neat aspect is that the controller itself actually made some of the noise in the game.
I want to try it.
That is a glowing review from Moriarty. You heard it here first. I don't know, man. How do you think you're gonna fare in VR with this amount of motion?
I think this is fine.
Because you're not actually moving your body.
When you're doing slow locomotion, like walking in VR, that's when it really hits you. But this, it's too fast. It'll be fine. It'll be great. I'm excited.
Okay, guys, so that was Wacky Wings. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. Join our weekly comment contest, and like it if you like it, don't like it if you don't like it.
Until the next one.